Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Toonstruck for the PC. In the last episode, we did quite a bit of things.
Good night.
We got the cotton candy, we got the bells, we got the portable hole, and we also explored the Malevolence for the first time. We also managed to make our way into Seedy's with the cloak that we got from the Scarecrow. And then Dr. Nefarious' henchman showed up.
Good night.
We were supposed to go into the changing room and not put the cloak back on, but I thought putting the cloak on was the way to go when I should have went back into the changing room. And therefore, we got thrown into the prison in the Malevolence. So I got to show that off. I got to show off, hey, you can walk around the carpeted cell to build up static electricity, press the keypad, and then you can just shave years off of the years left-ometer at the top of the cell. I'm switching to the bombless bag, so therefore I don't have to hear the guy coughing there. I don't have to hear Seedy. Yes, that's his name. His name is Seedy. The bar is named after him. And once we got out of prison, we had to do the slider puzzle again just to get all our stuff back. But once we returned to Seedy's, the henchman didn't show up again, and now we're free to do as we please. So, that is exactly what we're going to do. And some of it is going to be looking around and looking at stuff.
Burn, baby, burn.
In the Malevolence, everything deviates from the straight and narrow, even the bowling lanes.
I see.
The bear's beloved bowling ball. In the Malevolence, everything.
And we've seen that already.
Bowling lanes.
Can we look at the bear? Well, we can talk to him.
That's one mean bear.
He get up on the wrong side of the cage or something?
Okay, we can look at the bear still. And she just launched the bowling ball right there. Not sure if you noticed. Anyway, we can also look at Seedy.
Seedy.
He is, isn't he?
I don't know why you were all the way at the changing lane to say that. Changing this lane. The changing room to say that, but... well... this game is what it is. Let's go ahead and talk to Seedy.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me. What kind of talk is that? Take my advice. A guy could find himself with his face caved in mouthing off like that at my club.
Interesting. Also, I'm going in cold.
Clowns figure it was ladies' night or something?
Ah, shut up, you bald-headed twit.
That's better. Now, what can I do you for, creeps?
Also, about to say, I'm going in cold, so expect some weird times where the game freezes for a few seconds before we go into the next set of dialogue. Because, again, I'm going in cold here. I did not do a practice run for this part at all. Anyway, let us go ahead and break the ice with Seedy.
We like 2 pairs of shoes. I'm a size 10. My friends are...
Oh, a couple of hot shots, huh? Well, listen up. I see hot shots like yous come through here every day, gunning for old Seedy. And I watch him crawl right back out the door. Loses, every damn one. Now, why don't yous two just... blow?
I don't understand. Gunning? For you? I only asked for some shoes.
Listen, chump. The only shoe you'll get from me will need to be surgically removed from your rectum. Wait a minute. You two ain't aware that I, Seedy, am the one and only Anybody champion a hairpin bowling?
No, hold on. Hairpin bowling?
Where you jerks been? Baking cookies? Hairpin bowling is the toughest, gruelingest, sweatingest sport ever invented. It's so tough, you gotta fight for a lane. And once you get the lane, the only score what counts is a strike. And nobody ever scores a strike. That is, nobody but me.
Well, I can see why. The pins seem to have a mind of their own. The lanes aren't straight. You have a huge distance between you and the pins. Yeah, I'd say getting a strike in hairpin bowling is rather difficult. Anyway, we can break the ice with Steedy further, or we can ask about Count Nefarious. Let's break the ice some more.
I can tell by the house rules that you're a fair man, Seedy.
Deranged, but fair.
But tell me, why is everybody fighting to get a lane? What's the big attraction?
Well, a good rumble is reason enough for most of us. But there is the added incentive of a prize. See, you score a strike, you win these three beautiful golden pins. Yeah. Take a good look, chumps. That's the last you'll be seeing of these. Unless you score a strike, that is.
Interesting. Also, we can now ask about the hairpins, which look like terrified rabbits. That probably explains why the bowling pins in the background are moving. Anyway, let's break the ice one more time.
So, Seedy, what's your secret? Why are you the only one who's ever scored a strike?
To be a world-class bowler, you need years of practice, huge cojones, and of course, my special technique. Step aside, losers. Watch and learn.
That's gonna hurt.
Look, Mom, no hands. Oh. Ta-da.
Ah, that kind of hairpin bowling.
And yes, sport fans, all the animals were harmed during that performance. I guarantees you.
You must make your mama very proud.
Yes, and as for your bowling technique, well, it's very unique.
Yeah, it's a real gas.
Well, well, ain't we cheeky?
I guess the bottom line is that it works.
That's right. But not just any old bum could pull it off.
All right, no more wisecracks.
I think I just counted 5 butt jokes. So, the reason why CD is able to score a strike is because he's wearing a tutu under there, and he can sit on the bowling ball and shoot the bowling ball out of his butt. Which is both simultaneously amazing and disturbing. I really don't know what else to say about this. Now, we've broken the ice with CD. We could ask to see the technique again. But we still have the options of talking about Count Nefarious, and the hairpins. I'll ask about Nefarious first.
So, Seedy, you and Nefarious ever get together? together and go bowling?
Nah, his dark unholiness rarely graces us with his royal presence. He just hangs out in his impenetrable island fortress, castle, place thing, working on his dreams for global domination, torturing the innocent and laughing like a madman.
Whoa, that's a tough schedule.
Have you ever been inside his fortress, castle, place, thing?
Are you kidding? Nobody wants to go inside that joint. Of course, if he's not careful, a guy could get himself dragged inside by the Count's three goons. Talk about freaks.
And we almost managed to find our way in there thanks to them. Amazingly, the most they did was throw us in the jail, but we got out of there very quickly. Let's ask about the pins.
You mind running through the rules for hairpin bowling again?
Okay, suckers. You're free to use any technique that trips your trigger. But the ball's gotta make it in one piece all the way to the pins. And the only score what counts
Is a strike.
should you do the impossible and score a strike. The grand prize of 3 golden pins is all yours.
Interesting. Now, as soon as CD mentioned the 3 goons, we could talk about them. Let's do just that and see if we can score some more info on them. Maybe even learn their names.
What do you know about the Count's henchmen?
Those 3 half-finished morons who work for Nefarious? That's sort of the Malevolence PD. Creepy mothers, too. Rumor has it that old Nefarious brought them back from the dead. Naturally, they think he's just a cat's meow. They kiss his butt up and down, do whatever he says. You know, toadies, they kind of make me sick.
Hold on. He brought them back?
From the dead?
Sure, but don't get excited. It's not all it's cracked up to be, alright? These chumps weren't exactly in tip-top shape when they came to. One guy couldn't hear, one couldn't talk, and one couldn't see. The robot maker across the way rigged up phony eyes and ears and whatnot. Like I said, real crap.
Interesting. So the henchmen were brought back from the dead, but the revivification process... revivification process... That is the most worst I've done trying English. The revivification process did not go exactly as planned, and yeah, one couldn't see, one couldn't speak, and one couldn't hear. And so they had to get, like, parts to augment those weaknesses. So we now know all that we need to know about how to play this game, hairpin bowling. And we also know stuff about Nefarious and his henchmen.
Thank you for your time, Mr. CD, sir.
I thought I told you. Manners only maketh trouble around here, punk.
I think what Drew meant to say was... Stop it, you bloated bag of gas!
And from here, we need to be able to play
Burn, baby, burn.
some hairpin bowling. How exactly are we going to do that? Well, we won't be able to do that quite yet.
Burn.
The bear doesn't strike me as the sharing type.
Because if we try to take the ball, the game won't let us. Can we talk to him?
Excuse me. Mr. Bear? Never mind.
And yeah, we won't be able to talk to him either. We're going to need an item.
Burn, baby, burn.
We're going to need some way of dealing with the bear, but we don't have it yet. So we need to leave
Mind if I
cities
change
real
into
quick.
Something a little more comfortable?
And I wonder, can we go up the path to the north to the castle? Well, we can, but we can't really do much around here.
Nefarious' castle.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Hey, I bet it's not even a nice place to visit.
And how one is supposed to get there when you have all this water, I will never know. There's also a stump.
Stump.
Half a tree is better than none.
I'm not sure why we can look at the stump, but we can. And I wonder.
Nefarious' castle.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Hey, I bet it's not even a nice place to visit. Nefarious. Hey,
Apparently you can use flex on the stump, but it doesn't really seem like you can do something with that yet. That one's still a good idea, though. And apparently the path leading up the castle is called the End of the World. Interesting.
that castle belongs to Nefarious.
And apparently we've seen that already. So, now that we've done what we can at Seedy's, and we've done some things there, it's time to do other things. For instance, I could have done that with the portable hole. I forgot, I don't need to go anywhere else. Okay. Portable hole, pothole.
Ready, Flux? Into the hole!
And from here, we need to start doing some things. For instance, we can go to the town center in Cutopia and
I kind of like hole travel.
start handling some business around here again. Remember that cabinet we couldn't open back at the beginning? You know, this one in the castle where we haven't been in a while? Well, turns out did I leave the spit in? Oh dear. I'm gonna have to go back and get it, won't I? Well, at least I can right click to get where I need to. So that's good. I can't believe I don't have the spit with me. I have to have left it in the wolf den. I did. Why did I leave it in the wolf's den? I guess I was so in a hurry to do other things that I left it here. Alright. Let us right-click to shortcut our way out of here. I can't believe I did that. I really can't believe I did that. And from here, we can use a roasting spit on the hole in this cabinet.
Ready, Flux? We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Let's find out what top secret royal goodies are locked away in this cupboard.
Ooh, you and me both, Drew.
It's a top secret royal stuffed kitty cat.
Hurrah!
A royal stuffed kitty cat torn at the bottom.
Okay. Let us take the stuffed cat.
Look at that. That toy cat just fell off the shelf and landed in my pocket.
Stealing from his royal smiliness is truly despicable, Drew. Do it again.
I think I'll hold on to this.
And we are able to take this with
A
us.
beat up stuffed cat.
And there's a hole in the bottom, but why? Well, we will be able to use the stuffed cat later on. But for now, Let us now right-click our way to the town center. Apparently, I don't have to click on a place and then right-click it to go anywhere. I can just right-click and I'll just instantly warp without having to do several seconds of Drew walking, which is rather interesting. Also, we have a book. We know somebody who is into books. Miss Fit over at the Costumerama. Let us give the squirrel book to Miss Fit.
Would you like to trade books?
Mating habits of the malevolated forest squirrel? Oh my god! No way.
Way.
What a totally cool book. Thank you so much.
And in exchange, we get a book with an E on it.
Enigma, a book of insoluble paradoxical puzzles.
Apparently, this is full of questions that our friend the robot maker would not be able to answer. So, we can take that to the Malevolands, but there's something I want to do here first.
Don't spare the rod!
We need to go back to the barn. And we need to use the watering can on the dangerous looking gunk.
Who needs fertilizer? I'd rather have this stuff.
And we have now taken the dangerous looking gunk.
A watering can full of dangerous looking stuff. A watering can full of dangerous looking stuff.
I love the little gap between of and dangerous looking stuff. Because you know that they had to just record those parts separately. Anyway. There's a thing here that we can do with this. If I can remember to do it. First of all, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do and use the
Ready, Flux? Into the hole!
use the portable hole to go back to the Malevolands. And from here, I can give
We have arrived!
I can give the Enigma book over to the robot maker.
Boy, this is a great book. There's all sorts of interesting stuff in here. Puzzles, stories. Say, would you like to hear a story?
Of course not.
Oh, come on, you'll like it. It's a story about a genie. The smartest genie in the world.
He certainly couldn't be as clever as I.
No one ever stumped the genie until one day the king's sister's best friend's hairdresser came to see him.
Did she?
She asked, "What is the one question that you can't answer?"
That's nice. So, seen any good movies?
Hold on a second. See, I thought maybe I'd ask you the same thing.
Same thing? What? Same thing.
You know, what's the one question you cannot answer?
This is absurd.
Well,
It's...
you can't answer my question?
Stop it! I'm thinking. There's nothing I cannot answer. Nothing I can't... Oh, I don't feel well. What have you done? Impudent meat puppets? What have you done?
I knew he was smarter than old Bolt Brain. So what is the one question he can't answer anyway?
Oh boy.
It's what is the one question you cannot answer? He couldn't come up with an answer, therefore he just broke down.
Just another example of the power of the written word.
And now that he's gone,
A power plunger.
we can take the plunger.
Let's take the plunger.
You blow off a guy's head and then take his plunger. Now that's low.
Explode first, take plungers later. Anyway, we now have a plunger. We can use that at the fish flushing toilet near the gem. I keep forgetting I have the portable hole. Let us use the purple hole. Oh, wait. Before we do that.
Plunger.
All right. Let us use the pothole.
Some speedy, convenient, and only relatively disturbing hole travel.
Thinking about the plunger so much, I said plunger when I meant to say pothole. Let us now go to Central Xanadu. I'll go ahead and walk this time.
We have arrived.
And from here, we can go to the way out back. Now, let us use the meat on the dangerously looking gunk. We now have...
A disgusting hunk of chewed meat with special sauce from the barn.
And believe it or not, we can use this on the vulture.
See? That just goes to show, that vultures shouldn't eat poisoned carcasses.
Drew, you are not only my friend, you're my teacher.
And from here,
Sign.
that we have a sign that we can now take.
You never know when you might need a big arrow sign.
And we now have an arrow.
An arrow sign?
I like how he says it like someone's asking him what it is. Hey, what is it? What's this thing? An arrow sign? We now have a dead vulture, and there's also a loose feather that we can take.
Vulture has a loose feather.
Let's take it.
Think anyone would mind if I took this feather?
I've heard it said that plucking a feather from a fallen bird is a noble gesture of compassion and respect.
I'll buy that.
Of course, the guy who said it was drunk at the time, and everyone else thought he was a moron.
And we now have a feather. Also, let's go ahead and look at the dead vulture.
Now that vulture is, well, vulture bait.
I mean, what else is he gonna be? We can use the plunger up here at the fish flushing toilet, but we're gonna save that for the next video because I want to learn how to play it. And instead of a pothole, it's just a whole location. Because this is Xanadu after all. How is this a pothole?
Flux into the hole.
It's like they know you put a pothole there. And now, we need to go back to Xanadu. Not Xanadu, but Cutopia.
Arrived!
And apparently, our friend Drew Blank is very happy that we have made it over here via portable hole travel.
Don't spare the rod!
Now you're probably wondering. Well, before we wonder about things,
The first round was so good. Maybe I'll try seconds.
we can actually go for more of this. Of course, once we put the watering can in the dangerous-looking gunk, this stuff is now exhausted.
Whip my cream!
It's empty.
Matter of fact, it's empty. We do have to use the dangerous-looking gunk a second time.
More, you sack of mutton!
Now, what do you do with the feather? You're wondering. Simple. Use it on Marge.
A feather. A feather? A feather! It's brilliant! It is. Think about it. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Ah! Of course!
Now, you worms may take some glue.
Okay.
Punisher Polly doesn't like ingratitude.
Thank you both, so much.
And we can now take some glue.
Feel free to stick around and watch, won't you? Tickle me, my wild and woolly one. Tickle me until I scream for mercy.
And we're actually going to see this.
Gee, I just love happy endings. Can we go now?
Yes, this is a form of torture. Can't believe I'm even explaining this. Anyway, now that we have the glue, there is something that we can do with the glue. And that's get that ball away from the bear.
Flux into the hole.
And I've been playing for 30-odd minutes again. Actually checking my iPhone for this because I've been recording all these videos with Camtasia. Malevolans. Let us go back
You know, I kind of like hole travel.
to CDs.
A plunger.
Yes, I know that's a plunger. Let me put the cloak back on.
Activate cloaking device.
Don't mind us, ma'am. We're just passing through.
Then hustle. Unless you want to see my fist passing through your face.
All right. We need to use the glue, if we can, on the ball. I'm assuming that's what we're going to have to do if we want to get the ball away from the bear.
Behold, a bear trap.
Now let's wait for him to go get that ball.
Good style, good form, good adhesion. Overall, I'd give him a 9.
But doesn't that mean that he got a strike? Well, anyway, let us use the ball now.
CD was right. I'm never gonna get a strike.
Drew may not, but maybe Flux can.
Good night.
I
In the
think.
Malevolans, everything deviates from the straight and narrow. Even the bowling lanes.
But instead of using Flux on the ball, we have to use him on the lane.
I know this may be kind of unpleasant for you, little buddy, but I want you to know that it hurts you more than it hurts me.
Aw, that's sweet. Hey, wait a minute. Oh no, I'm dead.
Flex becomes the ball.
You did it!
Whew, thank goodness. I was afraid you'd have to shoot me out of your butt.
A strike. I'll be damned.
Yeah, and we didn't even use your special technique.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Those two chumps scored a strike. A strike! Nobody scores a strike but me.
CD,
A strike.
look, CD, I don't mean to rush the grieving process here, but could we have our trophy? We kind of got to get going.
Ah, take it, you losers. Yeah. Go ahead. Destroy my my business. Destroy my reputation. Sure. I can handle it.
Jeez, I hate to see a grown man cry.
Yeah, especially one in a tutu.
Just go.
I guess this means we can't be friends.
Go.
And we now have the pins. And with that, everyone is now gone. And there's really no reason to be back here.
Presto.
Chango!
I wonder, can you still go in?
Bowling pins, tastefully mounted. Mistress Marge's glue.
Can you still go in there?
Repulsive flight.
Can you still go in there and talk to Seedy still?
Then
I'm going to go ahead and talk to Seedy just because.
Bonjour, lard boy.
Don't try and sweet talk me, sister. You took me to the cleaners.
But if we really took you to the cleaners, explain that stench radiating from your vest.
Shut up. Vamos. And have a horrible, untimely death somewhere.
Well, that's all we're going to get from him.
Presto.
Chango!
And that, as they say, is that. We still have a little bit of work to do, but that will have to wait until the next video. So, it's time to save on the practice file, and it's time to save on our 14th file. LP14. Click. Alright. Join me next time where I take care of some of the business we have left to take care of. We still have the squirrel to deal with. And we still have the fish flushing game that we have to do. As for whatever else that we need to do, I'll have to figure that out. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!